Welcome to Karreno's Kitchen. Today on the menu we have my infamous coconut chili. The list of ingredients can be found on my website at karrenoskitchen.com. Now let's go through them. I use 4 different kinds of beans. So we have the Great Northern beans, cannellini beans, we got our light red kidney beans, and pinto beans. On this side we have sliced carrots, and we have 2 types of tomato sauces. One is the crushed tomatoes, and then the other one is the fire roasted and diced tomatoes. I love the combination of these 2 because it adds another dimension to the texture of the chili. I also get this coconut cream from our local Thai markets. It's probably one of the best ones. I'll post the link on the website as well. When it comes to vegetables, we have 3 different kinds of peppers. We got the orange, red, and yellow, and also our Anaheim pepper, our chili pepper. We got leeks, we got salt, pepper. I usually use a couple of chipotle peppers as well. And for the spicing, we have honey Aleppo pepper. So this adds a sweetness and a spiciness at the same time. To garnish it, I use shredded red peppers. This goes really beautifully on top when the soup is ready. All right, let's begin. First things first, we're gonna open all the cans and put them all together before we start washing them. The reason we wash is because we wanna make sure that the liquid that's inside that's already been pre-salted is drained properly. There have been several studies, including the one from State University of Michigan, that recommended doing this to get rid of all the excess sugars and salt. So as we do this, we're also mixing all the beans together. So use a strainer. To bring all of these beautiful color beans together. And now let's cut the veggies. So cut it into smaller strips like this, but medium size. So, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. It's gonna be beautifully mixed with the rest of the stuff. Now that this is done, we're gonna move to the stove and start cooking over there. But first, let's cut the onions. Actually, I'm gonna blend it. I like to do a combination of leeks and onions when I'm making the chili. Onions I usually blend because I really like them to be nice and smooth, but the leeks I'm gonna hand cut it to add a texture. Take the chunks of the onions, put it in the blender, and cover it up. Toast it 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 and 6. Perfect, that is done. Next, we're gonna do our leeks. So let's go ahead and cut it. Generally, I don't use the green parts except a little bit of green and mostly white. Okay, so we're just gonna do the leeks thinly sliced. Now that this is done, we're gonna move to the stove and start cooking over there. Let's turn this puppy on a medium, and we're gonna put 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Butter is life, so you gotta use it. I do like to use oil a lot too in my cooking, but I really like butter, especially for the chili. All right. Set the temperature to medium. We're gonna add our leeks. Mix up for a quick bit, and then let it cook until it becomes translucent. Add minced garlic to it, so about 1 tablespoon, and then just mix it with the rest. Now we're gonna add the carrots and the peppers. You can cut fresh carrots, or you can do pre-cut carrots in a can. I usually get the organic. Okay. We're gonna mix this, and next we're gonna add the tomato sauces, both of them, and then give it another nice mix. To spice it up, we're gonna add hot pepper paste, and we're gonna add tomato paste. Next, we're gonna add some vegetable broth. So the first round of broth went in. If you look at this, how beautiful and colorful this is. We're gonna put 1 cup of heavy cream. Then we're gonna add 19 ounces of the coconut cream. We're gonna add the beans before we start adding the spices. So if you see here, we have multicolored beans. Lastly, we're gonna add one more vegetable stock. And this is just gonna add a nice sweet and spicy taste to it. I also add chipotle pepper flakes. A little bit of this. I get this smoked salt, which I really like. This is just for taste, but the consistency is not too dense. But for the cooking, I would just do 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. Top it up with black pepper, fresh black pepper. And voila, and now we put it from medium to simmer and then let it cook for about 30 minutes. Plating is my favorite part, so we're gonna get a good little dip through here. If you can see how colorful that is. There we go. So unlike traditional chili that's very thick, this is a lot more watery. But that's how I like it. Okay. So now we have this. We're gonna garnish it with a piece of cilantro, and we're gonna put some shredded peppers. Just gonna add just another beautiful dimension to it. Voila, this is your chili.